So, this is the many voices and sounds of my tune Gibberish. Um, I was asked how some of the sounds and voices came along. So, yeah, here we go. To start out, though, the beat itself is pretty simple. A couple of kicks, snares, crashes, hats, and a mid-range bass and a sub bass. That's all it is. I'll go through these so you can hear it. So that's just the normal beat arrangement. There are some slight variations in there throughout the tune, but that's the core beat and the core bass pattern. So before I get to the vocal cuts, there was also my scratch, um, which was this. Let me turn this off real quick. Okay, here it is, pre-process. And here it is, post-processing. So what changed there? I used gross beat, and yeah. So if you want to see exactly what I did, edit the events, and you can see the scratches that I drew out. You can draw anything you want, basically. But this is the pattern that I drew. So now that we got the scratches out the way, I can get into some of the actual gibberish. Let's see, what's a good one to start with? I don't know which one I want to start with. I guess I'll start with this one. The oh my god. So, as for what I did here, it's a slice. But first, before I show anything else, let me show the source of that. It comes from Free Sound. This is the sample I used right here. It's free. It's been downloaded 779 times under attribution 3.0. The user has since deleted themselves, I guess, but it's shrill, medium pitch, young female says, "Oh my god," highly annoying. Here is the actual sample as it is originally.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god.
So as you can kind of see and kind of tell, yep, that's this is where it comes from.
Oh my god.
But as for what I exactly did, I had to set my own markers using Slice X. It is an FL beat slicing and slicing tool where you can take samples and mark out your own pieces, cut them up, and use how you see fit. So if I was to take all the processing and filters off of this thing, you would see where I've loaded it up into here. That sample, I downloaded it from Freesound.
Oh my god.
And post-processing, let's see here. Let me get this back up to a decent size. Okay. After I added everything to it,
oh my god.
Now that's quite a bit loud, but that's because I just hit the play button. It's gonna play it like that. But as you can see, yes. So how does this work exactly? Well, I can kind of show you if I duplicate this. Let me clone this channel. And then I'm muting the original one because I'm going to play around in this second one. And so over here, I can set new markers to cut this sample up how I want, basically. Let's see. Like, I can delete these markers first of all. Let me delete some. Then you can just move markers, right? So I've only got 2 markers. So if I was to go in here, you would see that it's 2 markers.
Oh my god.
And the reason it, let me see here.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I had my mic going, so it probably overrid what I was saying, but anyway. So as you can see there, because I set the marker at the 2 different phrases, it gave me those 2 markers. But I can put those markers anywhere. I can add markers. Let me move this one. And you can see I added another marker. And so this is good because all of this silence here is its own separate marker. So I can isolate this phrase and make another marker, and then I can move these over and completely isolate that phrase. And that way I have different sets that are only containing the phrases themselves. So now if I go back in here, I have 5 markers. This one's going to be mostly silence because that matches this silence right here, right? But the second marker should be the oh my god. Well, it's at least the O.
My god.
So as you see, markers 1, 3, and 5 are just silence, but I've isolated the O and the my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I can get rid of this now. I was just playing around with this just to show you, but this is the original one right here. I actually have 8 markers for individual cuts. I've done volume roll-offs and everything. And so with it being like this, and this being a tune, I can actually drag the samples and match them to the beat now. See what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's now I guess you can say metronomed in a way. It's gonna match the beat because I have it on individual lines, different lines. So and so that's how that works. So in the context of the actual beat, yeah, you have it right here. And the reason why it's important for me to do the slice like that is if I was just to use the original sample from Freesound, her voice isn't going to match up with the beat, right? Like, because she's just saying it here. So for it to actually have the rhythm that I need, I had to do that.
Oh my god.
it's up to you to slice it out, right? And so that's that. Um, as for one of the other voices I did, now that you understand how the slicing itself works, I don't have to do all that explanation, but this will explain it. This came from a different sample. This actually came from this Let It Begin sample that this Shawshank 73 person put up. So here you go here.
Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin.
Now, that's kind of wild, but again, since we're doing slices, we can take whatever we want. So again, here's what he said.
Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin.
That's with all my voice processing and effects on and stuff, right? But for as for these markers I set up, I was only interested in a few of them, as you can see. This one,
Let it begin.
this one, and this one. So yeah, you can take basically anything and make it into what you want. But as you will see, I did a lot of pitch changing on this. And why did I do pitch changing? It's because if I had left it even as he originally said it, then these voices would come out like this. The problem with that is that it doesn't match the pitch of the tune. So this is what you would have had instead. That wasn't the one. Actually, this is the one, number 36. The hua hua thing he says matches, but the rest doesn't. So it's up to me basically to fine tune the pitches. Yeah. It all needs to be that note basically. If you see, they're all the same note. So I took something as weird as that Let It Begin sample and turned it into that.
Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin.
Yeah. So, that's the main ones, I guess. But there are some other samples, especially some self-made ones that I might go over. Here we go. How about, let me see. Let me find the actual, here it is, the gibberish sample itself. Now, as for this one, this is not anything downloaded. This is honestly my own voice, heavily processed, basically. If you would like to hear the sample as it normally is, without vocoding, compression, EQ, and everything, then this is what I originally recorded my voice to sound like. It might be weird, it might sound weird, but that's also the point, is that it doesn't matter what it sounds like. Just like the two downloaded samples I just showed, it doesn't matter what your voice sounds like if you're just doing something like gibberish words, because you're gonna be processing it anyway, right? So it's not like I'm singing, like I'm just saying some words to get it up there, right? So this is my normal unprocessed voice with a little bit of limiting, but yeah. Gibber, 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 gibber. Anybody that knows me knows that that's absolutely my voice. Like, so, as for all this over here, a little bit of delay, filtering, and especially the vocoder to roboticize the voice. Yeah. So this is what I turned it into. Gibber, 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 gibber. Unrecognizable, right? Would never know that that's me, right? So, absolutely. There was a couple of others that I did like that. Like this sample right here is also me on channel 23. So let me take off all of this. And this is my unfiltered voice. Wop, 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 like a yeah, wop, yeah. So wop, like a yeah, wop, chicka, bop, bop, chicka, bop, bop, chicka, bop, with. Walk it, so walk like it, yeah. Walk it, like a job, walk like it, yeah. Walk it, chicka bop, walk, chicka bop, walk, pick up, walk, with. Now, once again, what the heck was I saying? I don't know. But the point of the tune is gibberish, so. Walk, like it, yeah. Walk it. So what like a yeah. So yeah, I heavily processed my voice there. Oh yeah, there was the "We Testing Out" sample that I did. This is also me. We testing out. Wipe it, y'all, yo. Watch the block. We testing out. Watch it. Watch it. What? Once again, I have no idea what I was saying there, but that's beside the point. So yeah, after processing, it became this.
We testing out. Wipe it shot for sure. Watch see them die. We testing out. Watch see.
Yeah. Not many other things in here. I guess one of the other ones that I liked a lot was this one. It was another one of those sample cuts. Yeah.
Hard bass.
And then with the processing on,
Hard bass.
and then after the markers set the different points, so I said it was 4 points set.
On the bass.
And so yeah, that's all the main basics of gibberish. There's a few other little vocal samples and stuff I did, but I'm not gonna go through literally everything. There was these extra layers at the beginning. There was this little kind of somewhat funky like bass pattern I had. And then there was this kind of weird square kind of bass. I guess it's a square. It sounds like a square. Anyway, I really like this too. Always important to note that my notes are never randomized. Never randomized. The very first note of each of these, here, and here, should be vaguely familiar. Yeah, it's really just the normal bass pattern. This is why I can add many sounds and layer them together, because at the base level, it's no different. And What else? Let me see. Well, there was that part towards the end where I did these little chords right here. They were fun to mess around with. So here those are. That's it. That's a bunch of gibberish.